Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. Our favorite holding period is forever. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. I buy expensive suits. They just look cheap on me. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. You can't make a good deal with a bad person. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours and you'll drift in that direction. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. The best investment you can make is in your own abilities. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. The only way to get love is to be lovable. It's very irritating if you have a lot of money. You'd like to think you could write a check, "I'll buy $1 million worth of love." But it doesn't work that way. The more you give love away, the more you get. You do things when the opportunities come along. I've had periods in my life when I've had a bundle of ideas come along, and I've had long dry spells. If I get an idea next week, I'll do something. If not, I won't do a damn thing. If a business does well, the stock eventually follows. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy only when others are fearful. The investor of today does not profit from yesterday's growth. You have to stick to your principles and priorities, but you can always change the details and expression. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. The most important thing in terms of your circle of competence is not how large the area of it is, but how well you've defined the perimeter. Price fluctuations have only one significant meaning for the true investor. They provide him with an opportunity to buy wisely when prices fall sharply and to sell wisely when they advance a great deal. The only way to get what you're worth is to stand out, to exert emotional labor, to be seen as indispensable, and to produce interactions that organizations and people care deeply about. Thanks for watching Investors Playground. Help us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel.